I'm Corbett Wall with DV Auction, here with the 3-minute cattle market update for Friday, October the 9th. We finally got some solid footing here. We thought maybe we were getting that earlier in the week and at the end of last week, and sure enough, it's kind of followed through and in a big way, really. Your cattle board has been up strong all week long, especially live cattle were up the limit earlier in the week, then went to expanded limits there. And on Wednesday, we're up $4.22 in one day. That's, $60 a head. You own several of those cattle or a big feedlot full of them. That amounts to a lot of money. Then on Thursday, up another $1.82 to end on Thursday at $131.17, which is a long ways above where we traded the last significant trade of fat cattle. Your feeder cattle have been up big too. On Wednesday, up $2.42. On Thursday, up $2.92. Ending Thursday at 187.87. CME feeder cattle index is up 183.43. Cattle Market Central real-time index made some big gains on Thursday, up to 184.35, gaining 235 in the cash market on Thursday, which is very significant because we've been having a hard time getting that cash market turned around, but it looks like we kind of have. Some of the things that helped this market come around is we did have a handful of deliveries on the live cattle futures there against that October contract already this month, and it just gives the threat, and that's what makes the board come together with cash, is the threat of delivery. We don't have that on feeder cattle anymore. A lot of people think if we did have a live delivery of feeder cattle, it might keep these funds and some of these outfits from jacking with it so much if we backed a pot up there to their doorstep step there at the office and unloaded about 48,000 pounds of steers on them. But they just use the cash settlement there because years ago they did have live delivery on feeder cattle, and the guys up in the Dakotas didn't really want the cattle that the Texas boys were delivering, and vice versa for that matter. It just it didn't work real well, and so went to cash settlement on that. We have had a few fed cattle sell already, just a few spotty negotiated sales in Iowa and Nebraska at 120, which is still on the better side of what things did last week, but they're expecting the trade, once we have significant trade, to be up in the 20s, close to 25 maybe this week. Your cash sales, El Reno, Oklahoma, on Wednesday, feeder cattle had 5,200 head, $4 to $10 higher on the government market report. Calves were $3 to $5 higher. Cattle Market Central market report, you look at it right there, it looks like those yearling steers were sure $6 to $9 higher, and then pretty darn good market there. And we're starting to see some good sales come through. You saw in Creston, Iowa on Wednesday there, they had a load of steers weighed 825 at 188.30. Pretty good price really for the way things are. In Dodge City, Kansas, they had a load of steers weighed 766 at 202.25. Now we're talking about feeder cattle on par there with what the board is quoting, over $2 again. So that's in Torrington, Wyoming. They had two loads there, and also in Torrington, really a better price, weighing 858 at 199.50. That's a heck of a good price there, nearly $2 on some cattle weighing over 8.5. And calves also selling well in Dodge City, Kansas. There at Winter Livestock, they had a load of 500-pound steers, bring 231. Now, I know that's not near like the $3 we were getting a year ago this time, but it's pretty good for the way things are, guys. But check out DV Auction for some other weekly sales. Burwell, Nebraska's got a good sale coming up here on Friday. Be sure to tune in to DV Auction and watch that sale. That's 3 minutes. We'll talk to you next week.